He's laughing back there. He just didn't turn the mic on. Yeah, he left the mic on when he was like, Jesus Christ, but now he turns it off.
Yeah.
I don't want people to hear me actually entertained by these two fucking idiots.
Right.
Well, recession deniers. We're talking to you now, okay? This from Business Insider. Recession deniers are making the same mistake as during the dot-com and housing bubbles, top economist David Rosenberg says. David Rosenberg, as all economists, looks very much like a nerd. And, well, I'm going to say that he's got some very valid points for a nerdy guy.
Yeah?
I thought this article would be valuable because it gives you a historical perspective of some of the things that have happened leading up into prior recessionary economies. And you've heard us say in the show that you had market rallies in 2001, 2007, and in 2020 before the last three recessions.
Yeah.
We talked about the inverted yield curve. We talked about so many different things that we feel like are red flags. Well, this completely independent of us article, unless Mr. Rosenberg listens to the higher standard, in which case he's not a nerd. He's a very cool, smart, attractive person. Who probably is on testosterone replacement therapy from our lead sponsor, Transcend Company. You can go to transcendcompany.com/THSP. That's transcendcompany.com/THSP and link up with someone who help you get on peptides like I'm on. So for the record, Saied, how tall are you?
5'8".
I'm 6'5".
You can tell. Come on.
You can go to transcendcompanies.com and you can get taller too.
That's a joke. If you didn't catch that joke, don't come after us.
I'm taller. You're shorter. You're not on, products. I am.
Have you started your Matsu?
These are just facts. It seems to me this is true.
Oh, man. This is... Correlation does not equal causation, people.
If you listen to the show, you know that.
Yeah.
Well, we just lost our sponsor.
Or they just got a boost in sales.
Yeah. Chris just called me and said, you guys make me taller.
They find this shit funny, too. So if you like people that can appreciate humor, go over there. Make sure you contact one of their consultants. They're really knowledgeable. You'll like your interaction with them.
Look at you trying to be serious. That's cute.
Yeah.
All right. The many experts declaring a recession won't materialize are repeating the mistake they made during the dot-com and housing bubbles, according to David Rosenberg, noted to be a fan of the Higher Standard podcast. Who knew? He pointed to a classic recession indicator, the yield curve. What?
Wow. The one that's flashing red?
The one that we've talked about over and over and over and over again? For all 10 of the last Fed meetings?
Maybe more than that, yeah.
I'm just saying. The difference between the 2-year and the 10-year Treasury yields. It's been inverted for 13 long, sexy months. The longest period since 1979 to 1980, when a very attractive mixed race baby named Chris was born. And by as many as 157 basis points, the most extreme inversion since 1981.
Yeah. That's a problem, kids.
That's a problem. Quoting Mr. Rosenberg, why would anyone bet against a metric that has gone 8 for 8? Rosenberg queried, referring to the yield curve's flawless history of heralding in a recession. Okay. If anything has a flawless history of heralding anything in,
yeah,
I would say those are good odds.
Yeah.
If I have a flawless history of heralding in my way into Said's life, you know I'm going to be in Said's life.
Yeah.
Deep in it.
You persistent fucker.
I'm a persistent fucker.
Yeah.
And that's just what happens every single time. You can't deny me, Said. I'm in you.
I can't recall. I want to say that, a recession typically happens somewhere around the 18-month mark.
For a normalized economy, not following 14 years of artificial interest rate deflation.
Right. So, and the reason why it makes it very difficult for...
and it's 12 to 18 months, by the way.
Is it 12 to 18 months? Yeah. So that was the range. So we're clearly within that range now, right? And in order for a recession to be declared, we need 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth that's declared by the National Bureau of Economic Research, which also will want to factor in gross domestic income, because that's how they got out of it last time.
Those motherfuckers haven't said a word in years.
Quiet.
What is their job?
They're just waiting on the sidelines.
How do you? I mean, Jesus.
But the reason why it's so hard to escape a recession when something like this is happening, coupled with a time where the Fed is raising interest rates to where they have now, is because you can't turn off the faucet fast enough.
No.
Right? Because it's already done. The lag effects have been building and building and building. Look at the economic position that corporations are in across this nation and what they're going to have to deal with the upcoming debt that they're going to have to take on, or the commercial real estate bubble that is going to burst here soon. Values are already down something like 40%. And then you look at consumer household debt reaching all-time highs. It's already, these effects have all been adding on to each other. You can't just reverse course and ease rates and think everything's going to be okay.
Realtors think that.
No, wait.
I had one of them come at me today on Threads, trolling me hard. Bro, you said that the Fed funds rate cuts don't impact rates, but they do. Mortgage rates will come down. I'm like, don't confuse causation with correlation. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he got all salty with me, and I'm like, hey, how many economics courses were you required to take for your real estate license?
Why you got to do that?
He's like, why are you just disrespecting my career? I'm like, I'm not. I'm a broker too.
Yeah.
My family's got like several brokers in it. My sister, my brother, my father.
Yeah.
I'm just asking you a question, bro. If you're sensitive to it,
Right.
And then I blocked him before he could answer because I'm a dick.
Yeah. There was some economist, I don't remember who it was on CNBC. They projected that the 10-year is actually going to rise to 5.5 by Q2, Q3 this year.
That's earlier than I would predict, but along the same numbers that I think are probable if things continue